Ukrainian militants continue to break through to the territory of Krasnoyarsk district of Belgorod region. Russian military personnel recorded many assault groups in the direction of the settlements of Demidovka and Popovka. As reported from the field, the Ukrainian armed forces currently maintain their presence in the territory of the aforementioned settlements. The southern part of Demidovka is currently under the control of the Russian armed forces. According to Russian intelligence, Ukraine does not intend to abandon further attempts to break through to the territory of the Belgorod region. In addition, it is reported that the Ukrainian command is transferring field guns to the Krasnopolsky district of the Sumy region. At the same time, Ukrainian soldiers continue to resist in the Kursk region. The epicenter of the fighting in the border region of the Russian Federation is currently the outskirts of the village of Oleshnya. So, Ukraine appears to be ramping up its cross-border assaults and efforts to penetrate Russian territory as ground fighting continues without pause on both sides, despite efforts by the US to negotiate peace. Ukrainian forces have in recent weeks intensified attacks in Russia's border regions of Belgorod and Bryansk, a step that experts see as an attempt to divert Russia's focus from the Kursk region, where Moscow's troops are trying to drive out remaining Ukrainian forces. The attacks in Belgorod and Bryansk appear much smaller in scale compared to Ukraine's Kursk incursion last August, which saw Ukrainian forces capture over 1,000 square kilometers. Kyiv had hoped to use its Kursk footholds as leverage in peace talks with Russia, which has occupied swathes of eastern and southern Ukraine since launching its full-scale invasion in 2022. Russia accused Kyiv of several incursion attempts into its territory amid discussions between Moscow and Washington on the terms of a potential ceasefire in Ukraine. Ukrainian forces launched their offensive on Russia's Belgorod region last month, as Russian President Vladimir Putin and US counterpart Donald Trump were speaking by phone. Russia described the attack as an effort to disrupt the peace talks with Washington and to create a negative backdrop for the planned negotiations. The state-run RIA Novosti news agency, citing military sources, also said that Kyiv apparently planned to capture new areas in the Kursk region and gain at least some ground in Belgorod. Ukrainian military expert and former SBU security service officer Ivan Stupak suggested the Ukrainian intensified attacks were likely aimed at diverting attention of Russia's forces from other fronts. The goal is to divert the attention of the Russian Federation from the Kursk region, where the pressure is intense, and to distribute the strain more evenly, Stupak said.
On the night of April 5, a drone attack was carried out on the city of Saransk, in the Russian Republic of Mordovia. Local media reported this. A Ukrainian aircraft-type kamikaze drone targeted a plant producing optical fiber. As a result, an explosion occurred. Footage of the attack, taken by local residents, was circulated on Telegram channels. The head of the Republic of Mordovia, Artyom Zdunov, also confirmed the information and said that they were working to eliminate the consequences of the attack. It is said that there were no casualties. The enterprise is the only plant in Russia that produces optical fiber in large quantities. The plant's products are used in FPV drones. It should be noted that the city of Saransk is located more than 1,000 kilometers from the border with Ukraine.
Вот он где-то в ту сторону, вот так. Вот.
Ой, кошмар. Эх, ебать. Тут, это же... Тихо.
Слушай.
Девятый! Сюда!
Сюда прям! Ебать!
Ебать!
Эх ты нахуй!
Вот он где-то в ту сторону, вот так. Вот.
Ой, кошмар! Эх, ебать!
Сука, смотри, как летит в наглую! Бах, нахуй, еще!
Вот он где-то в ту сторону, вот так. Вот.
Ой, кошмар! Эх, ебать!
Девятый! Сюда прям! Ебать!
Ебать!
Эх ты нахуй!
The Ukrainian army has launched a massive drone attack on Russian territory after a long break. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, 107 Ukrainian drones were shot down by air defense systems in an airstrike over 11 regions of the country on the night of April 4. In the Lipetsk region, Ukrainian drones targeted a military airfield where Su-34, Su-35 and MiG-31 fighters were deployed. Flights at airports in the Moscow region were temporarily suspended due to the drone attack. The distribution of the UAVs shot down by region is as follows: Kursk region 34 UAVs, Oryol region 30 UAVs, Lipetsk region 18 UAVs, Kaluga region 7 UAVs, Rostov region 4 UAVs, Sea of Azov 4 UAVs, Tambov region 3 UAVs, Moscow region 3 UAVs, Bryansk region 2 UAVs, Voronezh region 1 UAV, Tula region 1 UAV. The Ukrainian army conducts drone attacks on the border and internal regions of Russia almost every day. The Russian air defense forces try repelling the attacks. Since the beginning of 2025, Ukraine has launched a wave of long-range drone attacks against military and industrial targets inside Russia. The Kremlin remains tight-lipped over the impact of these airstrikes, but open-source data and media reports point to significant damage to at least 8 Russian refineries along with a number of oil depots and key logistical points such as pumping stations and ports used for oil and gas exports. The range of targets suggests a well-planned Ukrainian campaign to methodically dismantle Russia's energy infrastructure.
Taraka.